All right, let's go. Since yesterday, I done like a video about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. I just thought like you know what because like I said like so many people were talking about this and I respect this queen right here which I'm gonna react to Diamond in the Rough. Like yo, go and like and subscribe. I respect it like so I wanna hear what her perspective is. Like you know what I mean because like every time like when you react to people like I reacted to academics like that's a dude and I want to hear like a female perspective on things. So Brianna like or Brie like she always gives like the real like she's always like clued on and always drops some real gems like from the female side. And this is why I want to react to her and I'm gonna react to her latest podcast which was like the Michael B Jordan one and you know go and like and subscribe and like she's really cool. So yeah. Without further ado, I will continue to react. All right. Shout out to Brianna, Diamond in the Rough. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not wearing like yesterday. If you saw the shirt which I was wearing yesterday, that's not the shirt. But today, straight up, I'm just normal.
Okay, what's up, guys? What they do? How y'all doing today? What it is? What's today?
What up?
What's happening Wednesday? Okay, because I thought somebody said something. Not for. So, I'm gonna give you guys some time to come in. Y'all gotta forgive me because your girl's schedule be a little hectic, and I got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Listen, that schedule be very horrible, man. Trust me. Like I know. Like especially when you're like a video content like, or content creator, like time is like of essence. No pun intended. But yeah, time, like you need time like to do all these videos and stuff. Sometimes, like, listen, it began like me. I've got right now. I've got like a 1 week period left where I can make some videos. But yeah, anyway,
yeah. But anyways, I am definitely here in the building, and I'm glad to be here. I hope you guys are glad to be here. So as you coming in, feel free to speak. Y'all know I like to check y'all temperature to see how y'all feeling, like how y'all coming, how's y'all day coming along. Remember, if you on the live, I don't even have to ask you to share the live. Share the live, boo boo. Just share the live. Y'all already know what we here for today. It's What's Happening Wednesday. And we finna get down to, you know what I'm saying? We finna chop it up. It's a lot of people that got a lot, different, like so many different opinions about the Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan breakup. So I really want to know, like, I really want to hear y'all perspective because there's been so many people that have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they own reasonings as to why they feel the way they feel. A lot of people feel like Lori fumbled. Some people feel like Michael B. Jordan could have did better. So, we gonna talk about all of that. We also gonna get into, you know what I'm saying.
well, at this point, like you know how I feel, but I'm gonna react and see the other side. You know.
And just rejection in general, because as we know today, it's very prevalent. Like me and I ain't men. You got women, they handle rejection better than the men nowadays. So I definitely feel like that is definitely something that is necessary to speak on today. So we just gonna go ahead and get into it. So yeah, so this Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey situation, child, way too much tea for me. Way too much.
She had to sip like the water because it's way too much. Like I'm sure she had some tea on the side, but it's like way too much. It's like yo, let's hear this situation.
Tea for me, right? So first of all, what I want to say is, I think it is very, very important. Like when you're dating, or when you are, courting someone or anything of that nature. If you feel like you're taking an interest in someone, I think it's very necessary. I feel like it's very vital for you to know exactly what this person, like what they're trying to do with you, like what their end goal is. Is their end goal marriage? Are they just, do they just
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But I feel like if you've like I don't know why this marriage thing is like so pushed in society. Like sometimes like marriage is not the goal. Like sometimes you just people just need to get to know each other first. This marriage thing like that, I don't know, like maybe it's just me, but like for me, this marriage thing like it's not for me. Like it would be alright to marry someone maybe in the future, but like that's not the end goal because back in the day that used to be my thing. It was like, oh yeah, I need to get married. I need to like to have a girl, like yeah. But then once you've been through certain shit, you realize marriage is not like the thing to be like aiming for. Like I think it puts unnecessary pressure for relationships. Anyway, but that's my thoughts.
Just want to be in a relationship? Are they just in a dating space? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is very necessary. When you are dating, we have to be mindful. We need to know what these people end goals is, because a lot of people, come on now, like it's 2022. A lot of these people just playing around. Like a lot of these men and women, a lot of them don't even know what they want. A lot of them don't know what their expectations are. A lot of them know that they're not being treated the way they want to be treated, but a lot of them don't know how they feel they should be treated. So I think all of those different things are definitely necessary, because look, if you look at the Lori Harvey situation, everybody else, they looking at it like, well, damn, Michael B. Jordan, he got the money, he got the bag, you know what I'm saying? He got it all. Why does she not want him? But it's irrelevant. Like what he has is irrelevant. Definitely talking about somebody that's already established, got their career, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like she is already like, come on, she inherited money. Like she already plugged in. She got the bag. So it has nothing to do with what he got, what he don't have. You know what I'm saying? To everybody else, they probably look at it like, well, damn, she played. But at the end of the day, did she really play? Because playing is.
Wait, hold on. Shit, like yeah, I'm concentrating on what Bree's saying, but can we take like some time to appreciate like, yo, this young queen looks great. Can we take some time to just appreciate the queen? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. All right.
Being in a relationship that you know you don't see going nowhere. Playing is, ideally just saying, okay, well, I'm gonna try it out, even though I know I really don't want to be in a relationship, but let me see how this go. No, that's just being unsure. And I feel like if you know that you're unsure of whether or not you want to pursue this person for the rest of your life, because let's just be clear, marriage is not something that, it's not just a paper. And that's why, I feel like I agree with her decision, because if I know that I don't see a long-term relationship with you, why would I do that? Why would you even opt into something long-term, lifelong, to something that you're unsure about? Keeping in mind, this girl ain't number 23 years old.
25.
I feel Michael B. Jordan. Like I said, like I'm all team Michael B. Jordan. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, when you know someone is not treating you the way you're supposed to be treated, when you know what it is that you want out of life, that does not stop for nobody. So with that being said, even though Lori Harvey was not welcoming to that, that proposal, it's someone else that is willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that will probably be on his level, but that definitely need to be something that is voiced in the beginning of meeting someone. That is definitely something that
yeah. See, like I was saying that on the last video, I'm saying like listen, I'm not team Michael B. Jordan. I'm not team Lori Harvey. I can understand both sides. I can see why Lori Harvey like chose whatever she chose like to not like pursue Michael B. Jordan. But at the same time as well, like we really are not like clued on what happens in these relationships. Like this is one thing which I always want to say. It's like these celebrity relationships, well, we really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But from what we are getting, like if that Michael B. Jordan wanted to have like a secure relationship, and he wanted to marry this chick, and she wasn't ready, and she chose to break up, or they chose to break up because of that, then I mean fair enough, it's fair enough. But she's 25, she's young, beautiful, successful, she's got money, um she still wants to be in these streets. Like I know I always clickbait the Lori Harvey thing, like as in like she's like in the streets, but if you watch the videos, like I'm not really talking about her wanting to be in the streets. I'm just talking about her having her preference and like being honest with her situation. Um, but yeah, anyway, you know, I'm team both of them. I'm team both of them. I can understand both sides from what we are presented, from the situation we are presented. I'm team both. You know, but yeah.
to be voiced off real, So with that being said, make sure when y'all dating or whatever, make sure you know what this person end goal is with you. Is you trying to date me forever or not? some of us personally, I don't think I see marriage for me.
Huh? Huh? Um.
Like I'm okay with, you know what I'm saying. You got some people that the end goal is not marriage. Then you got some people that end goal is marriage. So you just gotta make.
Like I said, like for me, like at the like because of my previous like situations, at the moment, I don't see marriage as well. But I feel like it's like one of those things like what as a human being, sometimes when you go through certain shit situations, like you, you become like so desensitized to like that situation, and you want to say, you know what, marriage is not for me. But if like I always like with everything, if you meet someone who's the right person for you, listen, it will be so easy to propose. It will be so easy to like go down on that knee and just say, can you marry me? Like, and if the situation is so right, if the person is the right person, if it's the right timing, most of the time that shit would work. But I feel like because like we all go through, like we all go through certain things, and we all go through certain situations, and those things like make us make us think like a certain way, and situate, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, and if Bree's saying like marriage is not for her, maybe she hasn't met the right person, like to get her to that situation. But when you meet like a certain person, I feel like sometimes like that situation or whatever, the marriage thing sometimes can just come naturally.
Make sure whatever the end goal is for whoever you courting with, that y'all on the same page. That's what the big thing is. But like I said, if someone is not treating you, or someone is not gonna be willing to give you what you feel like you deserve, then it is that it's on you. It's up to you whether or not you're willing to do that, or, you know what I'm saying, compromise that. So yeah. So that's that with the Lori Harvey situation. I don't think neither one of them were wrong. I feel like Lori Harvey was right for doing what she felt was best for herself, and I feel like Michael B. Jordan was right for being, you know what I'm saying, picking up the pieces and being strong enough to walk away. Because it's a lot of people that don't even know how to walk away. They will sit there and suffer for years and years and years, knowing that they not going nowhere. I want to be with this person, and I want to make this person believe that we could possibly progress in. And guess what? You'll be stagnated for 20 and 30 years, hoping that somebody will treat you and actually live up to what it is that you feel like you are deserving of. So if don't nobody want to do that, you already know what to do. So this Trouble situation, rest in peace to that boy Trouble.
R.I.P. to Trouble. Yeah. Do you know? It's been a couple of weeks like since Trouble passed on, and like R.I.P. to him, and his situation was so bad as well, because apparently I think he went to a girl's house, and this girl's apparent ex-boyfriend, or they were not together anymore, like came back to the house. I think they were sharing, the ex-boyfriend and the girl, and then I don't know whether he broke in or like he whatever. He went in the bedroom, found Trouble sleeping in the bed, and yeah, I think maybe there was a squabble, and then he shot Trouble, and Trouble passed on. R.I.P. to him, man. Like this shit is so sad. Um, um, Situations like this should never happen, and I feel like the lady should be charged as well, man, because women for sometimes like really don't be honest with their situations. They'll be trying to say, "Oh, that's my ex," but if it's your ex, and like it will be like a couple of weeks, and you guys like always or are in a toxic relationship and shit, and then you are calling that nigga your ex, and you know every time like maybe you're like that nigga will be always coming back, and or maybe you're trying to get that, like, make that nigga jealous, and like you're trying to hook up with other. Because women cheat emotionally. They don't just cheat for no reason. They cheat emotionally. They really cheat to hurt another nigga. But yeah, anyway, R.I.P. Trouble, man. Yeah, that whole situation is so sad.
I definitely see that I don't know, for some reason it's always the I don't know, but rest in peace to him. Of course, I do feel like we have to be mindful of certain things when it comes to, dating in general. Like, For one, pay attention to the women that y'all court. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know that this woman don't possess a certain level of integrity, then you might want to question what you do and how you go about doing it. All these side pieces and all these females that glorify that and okay with all these different types of stuff. Trust me, listen, if they are willing to do this, if they are, what is it called when they just, I forgot what it's called, promiscuous. If they're just so promiscuous that they're willing to do anything. I mean, no self-respect, no morals, no principles. You want to be mindful of who you're dealing with. So that means if I know that I can have access to this woman while she's in a relationship, if I know that she'll sneak around on her man, if I know that, you know what I'm saying, I really
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, all right. So she's basically spitting facts. Like I would never. First of all, for me, and I'm talking about me personally. I don't want no easy chick. That's first. That's first of all. And second of all, I don't want a female who has a boyfriend and I can get access to her. Like, if she can give me access, she can do that shit like with me, like or with another guy. Like, you know, I don't like women like that. I don't want a woman who I can call my side chick and she's happy being called my side chick. That's not a female for me. And I hate women who are like that, who can present themselves as like side chicks or like who can allow themselves to be in that situation. Not hate, but I mean I dislike. I hate the word hate, but yeah, I dislike.
don't know what she's capable of because she's just willing to do whatever. 9 times out of 10, that's not somebody that you want to put your faith in. You don't want to just put your faith in. Really, you don't want to put your life in nobody's hands. But you definitely don't want to put your life in no hands of somebody that you know is a swoop. Somebody that you know probably anybody can fuck with, got access to. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be mindful of that type of stuff. So I feel like judgment with men nowadays, they just be so pressed to fuck something. They be so pressed to get in somebody present to the point where they better judgment, they don't use it. Only thing that they see is a pretty face. Only thing they see is ass. Only thing they see is titties. That's all they see, and they go after that. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you choose to.
Wait. It works both ways. It works both ways. Women do the same shit as well. Let's be fair. Like women do the same shit. Women, if they see a nigga who's clouted out, women if they see a nigga who's like, oh, whatever, tall, ducking him. So, like women see if the nigga who's like, oh yeah, like he's like, oh. I always like who's a bit excited. Like, I don't know, like who's a bit exciting. Like women do the same shit. Like let's not like just make it one sided. It's like like it's all men going for like the fat ass and all this other stuff. It works both ways. I feel like it works both ways. Women do the same shit as well. Women do the same shit as well.
To do is for you, but just be mindful when you are encountering these type of women, what you're signing yourself up for. Keep in mind, when you are just getting out of a relationship, even though you have healed, even though you have moved on, even though you don't see yourself being with that your ex or anything of that nature, you just want to be mindful of how you go about moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Not because of the fact that you need to put your life on hold because this person still haven't moved on. Half the time it be the ones who be done fucked up anyways. You didn't miss what you had till it's gone, and now there's somebody else in your spot. Now it's the issue. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, you just want to be mindful of how you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Also, if you know that you got a man was staying with you, you don't just bring nobody in your house. Even if he was on the lease, even if he was not on the lease, you don't just bring nobody in your house for one. Now, I can say, what I will say, you do got some people that be in their feelings. You have stress to them. It ain't nothing. You're not sexually active with them. You ain't fucking on them. You ain't misleading them. You ain't telling them one thing and doing another. You ain't doing none of that, and they still in their feelings. You can't control that. But only thing you can do is be mindful of how you go about certain things. No, you ain't got to put your life on hold for nobody, but you want to use your better judgment when these different types of things transpire, because everybody emotions are not the same. Everybody get over their thing over certain situations differently, but you also want to consider, if you know that you in a breakup, sometimes we got to spend some time with ourselves. Take some time to be by yourself and find yourself and get to know yourself, because you'll open the door and make yourself susceptible to so much of bullshit, all these different spirits and all these different soul ties you connected to, for one. And then for two, when you just jumping in and out of relationships, that's turmoil alone. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you are getting yourself together as an individual. Don't be trying to prove no points to nobody, because you can't prove no point to nobody that don't give a fuck anyway. So Whether you getting another nigga, bringing another nigga to make somebody feel some type of way, you're not doing nothing but putting somebody else in jeopardy. And it can definitely be yourself as well. So when you are dating and you're courting, you want to think about all those different types of things. Rejection, bro. If somebody don't want to be with you, ain't nobody obligated to you, bro. We came in this world by ourselves. We're gonna leave by ourselves. We not tied to nobody. Like nobody is nobody else's property, bro. So if they feel like they're done, guess what?
Facts, yeah. Yeah, the rejection thing, and I feel like people should be very honest when it comes to these situations. Like sometimes men and women be knowing about situations like you, we be knowing that, oh yeah, this person really fucks with us, like, or fucks with us as in like they like us more than like friends, like you know this person is like fucking with you not because they want to be friends, they want something more. And like like, at some point, like I feel like honesty has to come in play. Like you have to set the boundaries. You have to set like the tone of that relationship. Whether telling that person like, yo, I know you're fucking with me in this way, and I know we're fucking with each other like this way, but I ain't feeling like no situation. Like I ain't feeling like it's gonna go anywhere. I feel like those boundaries should be set like in the beginning, because sometimes it gets like when it gets too far, like when it gets too far along in the relationship, then like that's where when she gets muddled. You know what I mean? So like and this is like going both ways, like males and females.
What? Go and take you some get you some coping mechanisms and deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people put so much into people to the point where they don't even have enough of themselves. You can't give so much of yourself to the point where you leave yourself empty. You know what I'm saying? You can love, but don't love at the expense of losing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can feel, but don't feel. Don't allow your temporary feeling to have a lifelong effect, like in a negative way. Don't.
That's exactly, and with the trouble situation, I think that's exactly what happened. As in, like apparently the lady who was with trouble had broken up with the guy who came in, like, so apparently they were not dating anymore. But that dude just literally came in and literally murdered someone. Like took someone's life because of this female he was dealing with. So you see, like if that lady wasn't being very honest with the other dude, like, like, yeah, it's all messed up.
Don't allow a temporary emotion to cause you to throw your whole life away. It's not worth it. Like the energy that you're trying to put into someone else, or trying to convince someone that you're worthy of, or you're worthy. You should be treated like this, or you should be catered to, or I feel like I deserve dates, or I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're the one for me. Trust me, if that the one for you ain't gotta be forced. The person that God got for you, you ain't gotta force nothing. It ain't gonna be no friction. It ain't gonna be nothing, none of that you're gonna have to worry about.
Yeah. All right. And that's a big point. That's a big point right there. Listen, if someone is fucking with you, I don't care how like people look at things. Like if someone really is messing with you, that shit is never forced. It's never like a bad situation, or where like, oh, like the lady, or like let's say the guy or whatever, like is the one who's like always like trying to make it like an initiation. It has to like if someone is fucking with they would make the same initiation as well. So yeah, I agree with that point.
You ain't gonna have to worry about trying to force nobody to do nothing. You ain't gonna have to worry about telling nobody to take you on no dates. You ain't gonna have to worry about telling somebody how to.
The whole situation's like it will just come naturally. It will just come naturally. Like the whole like and one big thing, like these days people are always like, they're always thinking like if you treat like a lady to certain shit, like, oh, you're being a simp. But if a lady like, or if a young lady shows you that they're interested in you, and then you give her like all the things like you're supposed to, like, or you take her on dates and all this. But this is like when the lady shows you that they're interested in you. Like that's not being a simp. Like or whatever. Like it's cool if you wanna give present to a person who you feel like they are what's the word? Restrict. I can't say the word. I think it's like when they show you that their feelings are the same as you are, they're on the same level with the feelings as you are. So that then there's nothing wrong with you being a gentleman and presenting gifts. Or I don't think that's simping if someone is with you on the same level when it comes to feelings and shit. I don't know, but I could be wrong.
Treat you, you're not gonna have to worry about that for the person that you need. But we have to get in a place where we are okay with being alone. Sometimes we're okay with being rejected, and once we accept the fact, you know what I'm saying, like the concept, like, bro, that rejection is God's protection, bro. When I tell you that shit is real, because so many people be trying to occupy spaces that you've outgrown, and you wonder why that you can't never fit in that space, because you've outgrown. It's time for somebody else to move in that place now. You move out the way for that other person, because you clearly have exceeded that. You in a whole different growth transition now. So it's time for somebody else to come in that way. Stop holding up space. You don't even know if you sitting up here trying to hold on to this man, hold on to this woman, and you don't even understand they holding up your space. They holding up the space for someone who genuinely probably want to be there. Someone who you don't have to go out your way to try to get to prove your worth to. You know what I'm saying? Like, just accept that rejection and let it be what it is. Don't be doing the most, bro. That energy that you, and I understand, because at the end of the day, that moment that you feel like this, fuck that. I ain't got no understanding about nothing. Yeah, but I guarantee you, boy, you're killing about pussy. You're fighting over pussy, boy. I'm telling you, ain't gonna be no pussy in the prison. Ain't gonna be no pussy in jail, but the correctional officers.
Right, there's that boy pussy in the prison.
So you might get that pussy too, but you're definitely gonna be 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be fucking a nigga. So what be the point? Like, I don't understand. Like, just crash dummies. That's crash dummy behavior. That's behavior of people who are not spending enough time with themselves, becoming whole individuals. Yeah. That's people who don't have nothing outside of a relationship. That's why you got to get you some business outside of a relationship. True enough, yes, a relationship is, you know what I'm saying, it's priority when you're in a relationship, but it should not be what your life is centered around. You got to get some business about yourself, so a woman don't define you and a man does not define you. The moment you allow a woman or a man to define you, you have gave them the ups.
Yeah, and with that point, that's a great point, because in my younger days, I feel like sometimes certain situations goes with age, but I used to allow like my relationships like to dictate like who I was as a person, and that never worked. That never worked, and I'm happy she said that, because yeah, like you have to have like certain things going on around you. Not like have you noticed, like when some people like get into relationships, they just start posting, like they'll just start posting about their relationship on like their socials, like that's their whole thing. Like, it's all about relationship goals, it's all about this relationship shit, it's all about this, like, yo, like you can see they're all consumed by that whole relationship thing. I feel like it shouldn't be that way. For me, I'm so happy with like even like just communicating with like my significant other in like in the DMs, and like us like talking privately, um having private chats, like for me, that's more like of a connection to me though. I feel like this whole social media like posting, of course, like maybe once in a while, but not like making it like to the point where that's the whole identity, like your whole thing, like your whole life is all about like your relationship, you know. So yeah, that's correct.
Done gave them leverage over you, and that's the problem. Some of us get so tied and bogged down in relationships that we forget to do what we need to do, the necessary work on ourselves. Sometimes, bitch, we can't even fix our mental. We can't even get ourselves in alignment mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, because we so busy being invested somewhere else that was not even ordained from that God didn't even send. And that's why our life be in shambles sometimes. We be trying to figure out, where's all this turmoil coming from? What is going on? Because you're not in alignment. And the more that we work on that rejection to be fine, when relationships don't work out, when you really liked this guy but he didn't treat you how you felt he should have treated you. When that stuff don't work out, you will just understand that maybe I got some more work to do on myself. Maybe that was just a test to see if I really was gonna pass, if I really grew or outgrew certain things. Or maybe it was a test to see if I'm still battling with my flesh. Or maybe it was a test to see, do I have the mental capacity to be able to decipher whether or not what's for me and what's not for me? Because a lot of times we know when things are not, people are not for us. We get all the red flags, we see all the red flags, the conversation beat up, and then you go back through text messages and you go back through conversations and you just sitting there and you marinating on everything that y'all don't discuss and all these different types of things. And you like, damn, boy, I played, bro. Like, Jit already pretty much showed me what type of timing he on, and I'm still sitting up here like this. Sometimes you really have to step outside of yourself and evaluate certain situations. And when you see them for what, you have to see them for what they are, not for what you want them to be, but for what they are. And once we do that, we'll stop trying to hold on to certain shit. We'll take the trash out for ourselves. You ain't got to take it out. So when somebody just walk out of your life, let them walk out. Close the door, lock it behind them, and don't allow them back in your, you know what I'm saying? In your presence. Like, it's just that simple.
You know, I really like this talk. Like, I like what Bree's talking about. But like, I always want to say, man, like, I always take everything with a grain of salt. Like, I know, like one thing I know about women, they say, like, I'm not saying this specifically about Brianna, but I'm just saying women love to talk a certain game. You know, when you ask a female, like, oh, what type of guy do you go for? They would tell you, like, oh, I want like a nice guy, like a tall guy, like, you know, or whatever, like, it's like a nice guy and like a dude who's like very chill. But when you look at the exes, or like, not exes, or okay, not like exes, but when you look of what she really, what shit gets her going, or what turns her on, it's not what she had just said. So yeah, no, I'm saying this to say that sometimes, like, every time when I'm here, listening to women talk, I always take it with a grain of salt. I'm always very aware of what they're saying. I'm listening, but I'm watching the actions as well, because the action speaks louder than words. And then that's one thing guys have to realize.
Simple, like, find what it is that you want. A lot of us want a good man, but we don't know how we want to be treated. A lot of us want a good woman, but we don't know how to treat a good woman. I feel like with relationships, all of that is learned behavior, right? That's why men can get some I ain't gonna say men, that's why boys can get certain women, and they can go and they can court, they can I'm talking about really be on their trail, like really want them heavy. But the moment that they get them, they can't keep them, because the thing is, a lot of people are not willing to actually pursue something. It takes, like, when you're pursuing something that is whole, you're gonna have to put a lot of effort in. So
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know what she's gonna say next, but I'm saying yes. Like, for me, like, I swear, like, I am very interested in I don't want something very easy. And I'm not saying that if someone is like maybe very loose or like easy, like, then they're bad or nothing. But I feel like I need to put like a certain amount of effort and um thing, like, for me to be like, oh, okay, all right, for me to, because like, I feel like if someone is just like so easy, then yeah, it's just something like, I don't want to say something's lacking or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's a bit different. I want someone who I need to put a bit of effort in, you know. Yeah.
so many people are used to broken people, that they have become accustomed to broken people, so they're more attracted to broken people. That's why you see these men, they always dropping statuses talking about, oh, city girls this, city girls that, Megan Thee Stallion, hot girl, some of these, y'all hoes gonna be, you know, all the negative shit about these girls, right? But them the hoes that they fuck, like, them the hoes that they like to get used. They like to be ran through. They like for.
I think it's kind of the same thing which I was talking about men as well. Like when they're talking about like, oh about women as well when they say the type of guys they want, but yet their words are not matching what they go for. I think it's the same thing with men as well. Like the men you're talking about the city girls, these city girls that it's like sometimes men be wanting a certain type of female, but yet the ones they're fucking is like the so-called like whores and thoughts and all this shit. So I think like see this is what I mean. Like it's like this shit is so weird. Like it's like that. So yeah.
A bitch to milk they ass out of money. The moment they get a female that's showing them like, bro, I ain't even about your bread. You feel me? They gonna try to run down on her. It's a repetitive cycle. Like you can it's almost like people be scared to show you how real they are or how genuine they are, because the moment you show them, oh, I ain't worried about your bad homeboy shit, I'm trying.
Hey, only weak niggas are scared of like a real chick. I'm saying that 100%. Only weak niggas are scared of a real chick. Like if you are solid and if you know what the fuck you want, listen, a strong female is the only person you should be looking for. And for me, I'm 100% did. Straight up like strong women. That's my type.
Trying to get a bag too. You know what I'm saying? Just support me, push my dreams, help me come up. You feel me? We can help each other come up. The moment you show a nigga that, guess what?
Let's elevate together.
Boy, you gonna get stepped on. The wrong nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have to start growing mentally so that we'll be able to decipher somebody that's broken too. Cause it ain't just women that's broken, it's men that's broken too. And they so used to a certain type of female. They're so used to their products of their environment. So they used to these type of freak females. You don't know what to do. Like it's just too much for somebody who used to fucking with females that's out here that only want a bag. You know what I'm
saying? Say it. The horse. The horse.
Saying that only, you know what I'm saying, call them when they want to fuck, or you know what I'm saying, they used to these females that operate like them. So the moment that they get a female outside of that, because keeping in mind, niggas know when they fucking with somebody different. They know that. Even though we know it's 1,000 females that's the same, they know when they fucking with somebody that's different. They're just not ready. So you cannot force commitment. You can't force loyalty on someone who clearly haven't even found themselves yet. They still at war with themselves. I want a loyal bitch. I want a solid female, but I ain't ready for a solid female, because the moment you get that solid female, you're gonna do the same shit that you should have did to them hoes. You should have dogged them hoes, but the ones that you ain't dogging, them the ones that's dogging your ass. It's a repetitive cycle. Out of their comfort zone. And so many times women find themselves trying to prove themselves as to why they are the prize, and you trying to prove yourself to somebody who don't even care about that. He know, but he ain't ready. You got some of them that'll tell you. So I respect the ones that will walk right past you and know, baby, you out of my league, homegirl.
Wait. For me, I don't agree with that, man. Fuck. Like, listen, I would like walk past someone like and you feel like, oh, you're out of my league and I'm not gonna pursue you. Nah. I go off emotions. Like fuck. If I find you attractive and I find like, shit, like we can build some shit together, I don't give a fuck. Like I'll go for it. Like so, I'll know about walking away. I'm never the person to walk away. But that's just me though. Maybe I might be wrong or right, but I'm just saying I would never walk away. I don't give a fuck. Like no one is out of my league. Shoot for the stars.
Lil' mama, you bad as fuck, but I know you out my league. I respect a nigga like that. I don't want you even wasting my time. Like, you nowadays, you gotta tell them up front, bro. If you ain't trying to take a bitch on no dates, if you ain't trying to get to know me for me, if you ain't gonna be able to support me and my kids, or pour into me and my kids, support my dreams, and you don't want the same thing in return, don't even waste my time.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. 100%.
You gotta start being blunt with these niggas, because if not, they gonna run down on your ass, and they still do it even when you blunt. If your actions don't line up with what your words saying. So even if you do,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like women nowadays, they talk, but what's coming out of their mouth doesn't match like your body. Like it doesn't match what you're doing. Like and there's so many people who do this. Like, not women on it, even men. Like they say shit, but what they do doesn't match what they say. It's ridiculous.
Boys, how they supposed to come at you? Guess what? If your actions don't line up with it, they gonna still run down. But that's why I say you have to have that state of mind, and you have to be stern with whatever it is. Stand on however you feel. Stand on that. Men too, stand on that, cause you got some men that's whole and they end up, you know what I'm saying, falling victim to broken people too. But a lot of times it's tests. Definitely, when you start leveling up spiritually, you're gonna be tested a lot. Definitely with your flesh. That's why I encourage certain people to do fast. Like fast, for some reason, like I ain't gonna say it's just men. You got women too that have a hard time detaching themselves from sex. Like they have a hard time going without sex. And that's why so many men feel like, damn, I don't believe a bitch went 3-4 months without sex. When there's bitches out here that done went years without sex.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I like when it comes to this situation, I'm gonna be a man about it. I'm gonna be honest. Like when you look at a certain like type of pretty female, it'll be like, oh shit, and she tells you that oh yeah, no, not celibate, but I haven't had sex in. You'll be like looking at her like, is this real? Like it is like one of those things like where it's a bit tricky because you're looking at this female and you're like thinking, nah, there's no way you haven't had sex in those amount of months yet, like oh years, like you're saying, you know what I mean? Because like simply because of, and I know it's just like this society thing, simply because of their facial or whatever, like you're thinking like she's getting boned every fucking second for some reason, but yeah, nah.
2 and 3 years without sex. It's women out here that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that it's not normal. It's that the women that you're attracted to, they can't go without sex. It ain't got nothing to do with women not being able to go without sex. It's the people that you're attracted to. It's the men that you're attracted to that can't go without it. That's why I challenge anybody. Challenge your flesh. Start with a week. Work your way up to 2 weeks.
Hey Bree, shout out to you, man. I really hope like your words match. I really hope like your words match how you act, man. Like it's like one of those things. Like I really hope it's like one of those ones because like most of us, like we're all human, we're all flesh and blood. Sometimes we say shit, we say things and never match them physically, like in real life. But yeah, nah. Shout out to you if it's like if you are really standing on what you're talking about, man. Shout out to you. You know.
And the moment you start getting control of your flesh and your body, your temple, and your mental and everything else, guess what? You got control. You're in more control.
Yeah.
But if you allow your flesh to control you, you allow your desires to control you. You want a quick fix. You want a quick gratification. You just want a quick high. Guess what? You're gonna come down off that high, and guess what? You're gonna want to boot up again. Like you're not gonna stay high. You have to wire yourself up mentally to stay and vibrate on a different frequency. All that shit that you think gonna be a quick fix. Oh, if I get this bad bitch, this raw bitch, she got her own shit, she got this, she got that. That's why a lot of y'all done got finesse and trick. Cause y'all thought y'all was fucking with a raw bitch. Y'all thought y'all was fucking with a boss bitch. Y'all thought y'all was fucking with somebody that put on a fake ass persona in front of y'all. And guess what? They ain't got no hustle outside of y'all.
That is facts. They are women who change their whole persona just to beg a nigga, and there are niggas who change their whole. They'll put on a show just to get a bitch. So I mean, yeah, no, that's facts. There are like people who do these weird things. But yeah, no, that's correct. I agree with that.
That's how I be. And that's because they went wired up and you went wired up. You went even one with self to even be able to acknowledge and see that they went even one with self. And that's why so many people are okay with being side females. And that's why so many men are okay with being side niggas. Because they not one with themselves yet. Because the moment you're one with yourself, first of all, the moment you have a level of integrity, you're not even willing to do no shit like that. Bitch, who?
Hmm.
The moment you possess self-respect about yourself, it's just certain shit that you're not gonna do anyways. So that ain't even got shit to do with one with self. It's self-respect and integrity. And a lot of people ain't got it. And even more so nowadays, in this world that we living in, they're now normalizing ratchet shit. They're not now normalizing whole shit. They're not normalizing side niggas and mistresses and all this type of shit. It was normal, you know what I'm saying, back then, but it's prevalent. They have normalized it to the point where it's now it's publicized. So it makes everyone feel like it's okay. That's why so many hoes shaking ass. That's why so many niggas walk around with hoochie daddy shorts on. What the fuck?
Wait. What the fuck is hoochie dead shorts? Can you all tell me what the fuck is hoochie dead shorts on? What's that? What's hoochie dead shorts? Is it a new thing? Hoochie dead shorts? Wait. Are they like actual shorts? Like box like shorts? Is it like shorts or are they like shorts as in like back short? Like, no, not back short. What the fuck? No, like shorts as in like injections. Hoochie dead shorts. I need to look up that. Or I'm gonna. Hey, wait. I'm gonna ask you. Hey, Bree. I'm gonna text you and ask you about the hoochie dead shorts thing. All right.
Type of masculine energy going on around here. That's why so much of shit is going on now, because everything is now normal that was not supposed to be normalized.
What is hoochie?
That's why it's
Wait. I was. Yo, my mind is. What is hoochie dead shorts?
important to find who you is,
Hoochie dead.
walk in who you supposed to be. Don't allow the world to validate who you are. Don't allow the world to validate what your relationship's supposed to look like, because half the time the shit that looks a certain type of way don't be a certain type of way. So you got to find whatever your definition of happiness is. You got to find whatever love looks like to you, not nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you chase what love looks like to someone else, you will never be able to fulfill it in your own eyes. The moment you try to show and convince somebody what love, how to love you, and you don't even know how to love yourself, you're not going to be fulfilled either. Because you're going to spend your life, you're going to spend a relationship, you're going to spend forever trying to tell somebody how to treat you and show somebody how to treat you. You don't have to show nobody that genuinely love you and genuinely fuck with you how to take care. Because one thing about it, what you don't know how to do, you will learn how to do it. But we have to accept the fact when our time expire with people, our time expire, bro, and it's somebody else's turn. It was your turn, it's somebody else's turn now. You got a whole nother route to get to. Don't dwell on what's working out, what ain't working out, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, what you can make work. But what ain't meant to come together ain't meant to come together. It's like some pieces of a puzzle, like some things are not meant to come together. Like some things are meant to stay exactly what it is. Like rejection is really your protection. Why you think all these domestic violence and all this shit like that, bro? Some of this stuff was some of this stuff should have been already broken up. Some of this stuff we should have been parted ways. We're not one with each other. We're not equally yoked. When you know you're not equally yoked with somebody, separate. I don't give a fuck how many years you done had vested with this person. That don't mean nothing. You ain't God. You ain't God. So you can't force nothing that if it wasn't something that he put together, then it's liable to fall apart anyways. So that's why it's just important, you know what I'm saying? When you want to court, when you looking for somebody, and I listen, baby, you definitely have to like literally know what it is you want, and I say that because we know what we want, right? But I even encountered, like, you know what I'm saying, like talking to someone, and me, shit, I'm like, bitch, I don't play with nobody. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I was seeing certain little signs, and I'm just like, I see the signs, but I don't see the signs.
Hey,
See what the Sagittarius
wait yo. What do you mean? See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to women. Like she's like okay. So you see the signs, but you don't see the signs. This is what I mean about when people like speak and like and I'm not saying that I'm not talking specifically to Brie. I'm just generalizing. I'm just saying like women sometimes like I said like they speak certain things, but yet the actions that don't match what they're speaking. So when she says like she saw the red signs, but she allowed those red signs to like fade away, is because what? So let's listen. I am not generalizing though. I'm just talking about women in general.
Me was just like, you know what? I can like you. And bitch, I disconnect from your ass expeditiously.
Oh,
I
oh,
can love you and disconnect from you because I love me more than I love somebody else.
okay.
Like I love me
Okay.
first. Like
That take a different turn than what I thought she was gonna say. So, well,
I'm gonna put me first. Like that's why you should never give somebody so much of you that you don't have none left for yourself. And
okay.
that's why bitches be around here going crazy in their motherfucking psych ward and all this extra shit. Cause bitch, that energy and that mental, that emotional attachment and all that stuff that you was giving to somebody else that you didn't even have, you was already in a deficit anyways. Before you even got in a relationship, you was in an emotional deficit. You was in a financial deficit. You was in a deficit in general, and you decided to give some of yourself away to somebody else to leave you in lack. No, it don't work like that. So that's why it's important before we jump in relationships and connect. And I find that men, I'm not talking about just boys, because boys jump in and out of relationships. The ones who not warm with themselves, they'll be in a relationship with this Cindy this week, and they'll be in a fucking relationship with Betty next week. Carisha next week, you know what I'm saying? They'll flop them hoes, you know what I'm saying? But once you become a man, oh, men gonna have a female, they gonna take a female on a trial and error day. Bitch, I need to see what all you possess. And I need to check off all of these different things.
She be knowing. She be knowing. She be knowing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those niggas. Like she's just trying to. I'm one of those niggas. I'll finesse like a chat. Like I'm trying to find out like a lot about a female. Like through like talking to them. Like I like chatting. I like having conversations. That's my thing. But when I'm chatting to someone, I'm trying to gauge like their responses, like their what they go for and stuff like that. I ask questions, certain questions. I'll be throwing in like little zingers in there just to see the response. And but best believe I'm watching, and I'm hoping like women do the same thing as well, like towards like me as well. Yeah, but I'm just saying, yeah. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Like if a guy is really wanting to pursue you, they'll make sure they try and like read you like all the way.
Versus a woman gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? He got potential. No, a man don't want no potential. A man want what they want. I ain't talking about the boy that you had to force in a relationship. I'm not talking about the boy that you had to, you know what I'm saying, push up on for him to commit to you. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who are genuinely, who got their shit together. I'm talking about the boss niggas. I'm talking about the niggas who trying to own businesses and invest in stock. And you know what I'm saying? That type of time. And you know what I'm saying? Them ones right there, they got a checklist in their mind. You might think that you're dating them, but they options open. Because they want to see who can fill this checklist. That's why it's important. If whatever type of nigga you want, you better be that type of bitch. Because the ones that's really bossed up, and I ain't talking about just what they got, I'm talking about mentally too. I ain't talking about just what they got, because it's a lot of people that got a bag. It's a lot of men that got nice cars, nice houses, and they still ain't one with themselves. So when I say bossed up, I mean all around the board. Not just what you got, not what it look like what you got, but I'm talking about bossed up. Not no, you know what I'm saying? Not the way you just gotta be out on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like your priorities a little bit different when you bossed up. You know what I'm saying? Your priorities, the things that drives you, you know what I'm saying, is a little bit more different than someone that is still growing and developing. I'm not in the space, shit, I'm 30 years old. I ain't in the space to tell nobody what the fuck how I'm supposed to be treated. I'm not in the space to tell you, oh, you should be taking me on dates. I'm not in the space to tell you if you doing for me, you need to be doing for my child. I'm not in no space for that. So what we need to do is figure out what it is that we want, what our expectations are, and what our boundaries are, and don't let up off of them. Lori Harvey went wrong for walking away, because guess what? She wasn't ready for a long-term marriage. She was not ready for a lifelong partner. Michael B. Jordan went wrong neither. Because he knew what he was worthy of, and he was willing to walk away from what he thought he wanted that did not want him in the same manner. It's okay, but we have to start getting to a place where we accept that it's okay not being okay. Bitch, you gonna hurt. You human, you gonna have feelings. You gonna have pain. But understand that don't allow that pain and that temporary feeling to drive your emotions in a negative way. Sometimes you gotta turn that pain into power. Like, shit hurt, bro. Just because people walk around and we you know what I'm saying, we, you know, handle stuff differently, that don't mean that we don't hurt the same. We just express it differently. We just deal with it differently. Turn that pain into power. Turn that pain into drive. Like, when your feelings hurt, get out there and get you another job. Get out there and get the exercising. When you feel like somebody broke you, or you feel like they shitted on you, get out there and do something that's gonna make you a better person. Because the best way to kill a bitch, literally, is to boss up on their ass. The best way to really, like, step on somebody is to show them that, bitch, you ain't even on my level no more. You thought you was shitting, but bitch, I'm the shitter. You can't shit no shitter. Like, that's the way to boss up. Because thinking that you're going to fuck a nigga, you going to fuck the homeboy, or you going to fight the nigga, and all that, you not doing shit. You not proving nothing. Because you still in the same place where we left you at. If you still in the same place you left somebody at, and they leveling up, but you still feel like you compatible with that person, then bitch, you lost. You lost as fuck. You need to be trying to boss yourself up. Not worry about a bitch. Not worry about no female. Because one thing about it, I don't give a fuck if your female with another nigga today, if she's meant to be with you, guess what? She gonna be with you. That's just how it works. You ain't gotta come between it. And vice versa. If that nigga with a female, guess what? If he your nigga, he your nigga.
Wait. What do you mean by that? Like, I mean, like, if a guy is dating another female, and like you feel like you have a more connection with that nigga, then that nigga is like if he's meant for you, then like for some reason he's gonna be not with the girl he's with to come back to be with you. Yeah, I don't get that fucking logic. I don't get that. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't understand that one. But no, no, I don't. No, there's no boss. Like, I don't get that. Anyway.
Nigga, regardless, and you ain't gotta come in between that relationship for that to be your nigga if he your nigga for real. Cause it's gonna align. Y'all gonna align, even if y'all don't grow at the same pace, but y'all still end up in the same area. Guess what? It was meant for you. But just accept sometimes you gotta fall back, and whatever comes naturally, not forced, not your feelings want to bring something back, or not no history, not nothing that's forced. When it comes to you, magnates to you without any force or friction, then that's how you know it's yours. But anything that you gotta stand, or you gotta cross somebody to get, or you gotta prove a point to, or you gotta do anything, you gotta go against the grain to get, then it's not for you. It's not. God is not of confusion. If your relationship is confusion, it's probably not of God.
Facts.
Maybe we got to do some more work. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. So I appreciate y'all for checking in. I really do appreciate y'all for checking in. Ty, who is this? Talisha Monet, and that's on Bit Period. Immaculate, what up, bro? Back that up. Jamaica, okay, on the check-in. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. And of course, as always, so like I said, like for real, if that nigga shitted on you and you know that you was 10 toes down solid for the nigga, boss up.
Wait, I fucking love the way she says nigger. No, nigger. Oh no, I can't do it. I fucking love it though. Nigger.
I just got to boss up. Bitch, you can't never go wrong bossing the fuck up. And looking at that nigga that thought he did something, like, bitch, who? It's all good, baby. You showed up. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong with that. That's how you really kill a bitch. Boss the fuck up. Nigga, if that hoe shitted on you and you was going out your way to show her how much you fuck with her, how much you fuck with her kids, boss the fuck up. elevate to a level where that hoe can't even get, like, you can't even get there no more. Like, it ain't nothing. Like, you don't even, and you're not doing it purposely, because let me tell you something. You know how karma work. You don't even got to be spiteful towards nobody, because you got to keep in mind, when you spiteful, that's your karma, number one. When you're spiteful, whatever you're doing out of hurt or whatever your emotions were that caused you to do it, you got to pay for that. Or somebody that you love got to pay for it. So don't allow your emotions to cause you to be spiteful. Karma gonna fuck you before I can fuck you the long way.
Facts.
I ain't gotta do nothing, bro. I don't have to, cause the way the universe, the way the Most High set up, the way God set up, I ain't gotta put my hand in none of that. My hand's gonna be clean. Cause when you do somebody that you know, when you do somebody something that you know was 10 toes, was solid, was fucking with you the long way, God gonna pay you back for it. And a lot of times, a lot of people feel like certain things that happen, right? When it happens, they feel like, bitch, you meant to do that. Bitch, you flawless fuck, hoe. Bitch, you know what I'm saying? They be thinking that shit, that you orchestrated it. No, bitch, I ain't orchestrating nothing. Bitch, I ain't even playing for shit to go out like this. But, bitch, one thing about it, God does not play by his motherfucking kids. And, bitch, if you thought that I meant to hurt you like this, bitch, I ain't mean to size your shit, bro. It be like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't even be trying to step on no, you don't be trying to do no shit like that. But let me tell you, when he got his hands in it, bitch, you gonna feel it.
100%.
You're gonna feel it, and I ain't gotta do it to you. I ain't gotta touch you. I ain't gotta intentionally cross you. I ain't gotta do nothing, but it's gonna be something that you know, that he know is gonna really gonna fuck you over. And I ain't have to plan shit. It just happened that way. So I tell anybody, if shit don't work out, that was your protection. That nigga didn't do right, that was your protection. That female played, that was your protection. And accept the fact that we're not for everybody. And everybody not for you. Yeah. So I hope this podcast did something for somebody. Because, like I said, bitch, it ain't diamond in the rough for nothing, bitch. We on the come up. And if you ain't growing, and if ain't nobody helping you grow, and if ain't nobody pouring into you, and if nobody is not loving you correctly, and nobody is not believing in your vision and your dreams and not pouring into none of that, then you don't need that nigga or that female anyways. You ain't got to tell nobody how to treat you. So with that being said, y'all have a good Wednesday. I'll be back in the building. Hopefully Sunday, y'all. Hopefully you know what, I ain't gonna even say hopefully. I will be back in the building Sunday.
Alright. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Diamond in the rough. Um, I always love like reacting to her videos, man. Shout out to her. Like she always keeps it real. And I hope she watches this as well. I hope you watch this as well, because it's a good perspective from my side as well. But anyway, yeah, great reaction, great video. Um, and please go like and follow and subscribe and show love to Bree and to Diamond in the Rough. You know, I'm still trying to hook you up with my page. Like, yo, Bree, let's link. Holla at me. Anyway, like and subscribe. Peace out.